Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram.
And takes a shot! It's a loose ball. Now it's Messi. Chiellini. Davids. Passing nice and neat. That's good running with the ball. Zico! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Germany with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And here's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge. Best. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Davids. Spread it left. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Zico. Rummenigge. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Aims beyond the defence.
This is the time you need that pace.
Just the keeper! He's having a go! It's in! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Rummenigge in the hunt and looking threatening. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's been played through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. That could spell trouble. Chiellini. And it's Messi. Strokes it back. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Messi. And it's Davids. And he's intervened well there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Zico. Oh, that's fabulous. So much time and space here. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. He has a look up. Shapes to shoot! Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that looks a decent ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's got away. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Cruyff. Driving on and making good progress. Rummenigge. In with the challenge. Best. Now Robson. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that.
it looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Davids proves too strong, too smart. Rijkaard. Robson. He's had it taken off him. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Zanetti. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's in space and looking for options. Cruyff. And the ball is out of play. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, no joy this time. Messi chasing after it. Zico. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rummenigge looking understandably energised after his goal. Beautiful! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his whole career.
So that's 2 now with a chance! It's in! On half-time, that is telling. And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Zico takes control of it, and he's on the move.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Robson, and he's managed to get free. And a chance! Oh, how good is he? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And that for him is goal number 10. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
He's through, it's one. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up.
Real chance! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rummenigge. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn, and that could set him on his way. Davids. Oh, easy pickings there. A lot of space ahead, and he shoots! Sticks it away! Just cruising! They are cruising! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Neymar! Oh, super ball. Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. Well read, nice interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the finish! It's there! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Marcó en el minuto 12 el dorsal 9.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, this looks sharp. Foot in. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, can he get onto this? That is a great pick out. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's there to retrieve it. Cafu tries making a foray down the right. Played back to the goalkeeper, Dida, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, really cute, what a lovely series of passes. And it's Davids. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi. Chance, surely! That is delicious! A finish right from the top draw. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's two now without... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Cafu, just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Now it's Puskas. Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Takes a shot! Robson! Absolutely terrific! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Messi, and here's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's picked his way through. Played out wide. Robson. Great defending, strong and determined. Rijkaard aims beyond the defence. Robson! That's pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. And he should have made it 4. And we have our very first corner. Robson goes short. Robson. That is lovely. And it's Bergomi. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Best, and it's made its way to him. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless, just relentless. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
It's Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, terrific save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. Bullish header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He came in hard, very hard. And that interception was... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep...
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden acceder a toda la información relacionada con nuestro equipo en nuestra página.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to.
Rummenigge! Oh, it's hit the post! There's the shot! Shots! So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Bale. Bale, and he's found a way past. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Big chance! The net. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting...
Takes the shot! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
This looks promising. Nice interception, well timed. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's had it nicked away. Can he spark a counter here? Now there's a fine ball, and Messi! And it's in!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
So what can they make of this? Nicely weighted ball. Played back in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Looking for the run. That is good alertness. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Rummenigge. Oh, nicely intercepted. Roberto Carlos. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's delightful. He's beaten the last man. Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
How certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Linton.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Robson. Now it's Messi. Very nicely done. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Best. He's in a great position and shoots! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Best demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
He's a sharp little ball here. Forward it goes. And it's Davids. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Zanetti. That's good running with the ball. Bergomi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Hoisted in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Best. Rummenigge. Best. And claimed it back swiftly. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bale. Now that's well seen too. No, that was never going to make it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Bale. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And there's the end of the first half.
Birmingham are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. That gets things going for the second half. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Pass somewhat off target. Messi, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Linton, good ball, good take. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Messi! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it. Perfection.
So now the difference is 3. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That looks a cracking ball. Rummenigge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Messi. Messi goes short. Shot, surely! Oh, crossbar! Oh, that's neat. Oh, this looks sharp.
The attendance for this match.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that pass just didn't quite work. Aims beyond the defence, and he's got the beating of his man. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Birmingham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chiellini calmly anticipates. Mbappe. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, what a ball!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Robson. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Bale. Bergomi. And it's been given away. Now this could be a chance. He is through here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 7. Number 14. Brian Robson. Number 2.
And this is Raul.
Ricardo Ferri.
Vieira.
Coming on the field.
Now Kanu.
Number 11. Bale.
Pele.
Number 26.
Now, what about a counter-attack?
Number 16. Rodri.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bale is onto this. It's Bale! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi with the short one. And there's the shot! Canu. Raul. Now that looks a decent ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's through, now is he in? Oh, shooting chance! Messi. And it's Messi. Tries to play it through. And that could set him on his way. Bale! Smashing save, really good save that. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And this is Pele! It's Pele! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Messi plays it short. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. All Black looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That's at the end. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
And a quick announcement
Messi
today
taking
that
in the
memorabilia
accolades,
from
having been
today's
named
match
man
is
of the
now on
match,
sale in
and
the stadium
deservedly
hall.
so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Birmingham definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become...
Just the goal! Best! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off.
Chance, surely! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Peru grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Stood up well to him there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's onto this. He's on it. Can he get away? Davids. Messi. Now it's Pelé. Messi receives it in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he was quick to react. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Robson, can he get on the end of this? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Best. Lovely pass, but can he get... And the shot! It's in! And they're back in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Birmingham are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. He has a look out. Platini. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids. Now it's Pelé. Pelé, great vision. Now it's Mbappe. He's through. Oh, shooting chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, well played, well played. Strong running down that left flank. Platini. And it's Vieira. Tries to pass it through. Messi. He is through here. And it's Davids. Davids. So what can they make of this? Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Platini picks it and he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Mbappe. He's had a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Davids certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Shifted it to the flank. Decent progress down the left. Best. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, this is a terrific run. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. Davids. Ball played for Rijkaard. Can he get it through? Passing is crisp and sharp.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Decent chance! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Davids. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that pass isn't the best. And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. Davids. Robson looking understandably energised after his goal. Platini, nicely spread. Platini looking to be a menace in the final third. Now that's well seen too. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, important interception. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. There's
the shot! Cleared without hesitation. Davids. Platini.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for options for movement. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that could set him on his way.
Oh,
the keeper's done ever so well.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cambio en Perú. Número 5.
So, time for
Messi.
changes on both sides, actually.
Número 13. Se está realizando un cambio.
Messi goes short. And here's Messi. And a chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rodri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Looking for a runner. Mohamed Salah looking to run onto it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good spread. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bale. Oh, that's still... It's Bale! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mbappe is onto it in a flash. He's through here. Pele has it in a wide position. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. Mbappe with the short one.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Good ball over the top. And this is Bale. Now, can he find a finish?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that interception was most necessary. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Bale. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff going full steam ahead down the left flank. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rijkaard. And it's Davids. Davids gets a foot in and wins the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. It's Bale! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Messi. That's very neat.
this usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Bale. Cruyff. Bale. Cruyff.
Se van a
Messi.
jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Platini.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Mbappe. Nice looking ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that is as far as it goes. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Por favor, eviten estacionar.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Best.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Skims one in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! In he goes again. Goal! Peru! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. First quarter of an hour gone. Dembele has it in a wide position. That should get the job done. Messi.
Birmingham are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Played into space. Platini is in a really good position out wide. Defending was strong and firm. Picked out brilliantly. Messi, very much a man of this moment. It looks a good ball through. Dealt with nicely by the defence and reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Big chance! Out to the left it goes.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Messi. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Best. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Beckenbauer gets good distance on it. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Bergomi. And it's Schneider. Now it's Foden. Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
It's a promising position. Mbappe. Peru looking to pass their way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And they've got a throw. This looks promising. Messi. Beckenbauer proves too strong. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Platini really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Cambio en Perú. Número 10.
This certainly looks appetising. Well with it. Messi! And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, what has happened here? Platini. Great vision. Scholes. Platini. Peru finding their passes. And it's Michel Platini. Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Taken back almost at once. Passing is crisp and sharp. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. He's in a great position here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Cambio en Perú. Número 21. Número 13.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Número 97. Número 11.
It's come to nothing. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That could spell trouble. He's through. It's Platini! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well,
there's the shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And here's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Aubameyang. Tries to play it through, and it's made its way to him. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Messi is standing over this one. Well, they've done this before. Can they do it again now? Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Peru are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Se está realizando un cambio.
So here comes a substitution. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 80.314.
Back on the ball again. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played out wide, looking for the run. In towards the back stick. Nicely aimed pass. Scholes, and that interception was most necessary. Knocks it into space, and he's in on goal, and Messi! Oh, crossbar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Birmingham really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And It's hit the woodwork and out. And that's really well manoeuvred. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Threads one in. Can he stop it going? Oh, he's been caught napping. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's got away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That has been cut short.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Look at the space here. He has found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
We are into overtime. And this is Pele. Scholes. The less said about that pass, the better. Oh, good-looking ball. Hazard. It's Hazard! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Gol de Perú, número 23.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. We have already started here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Now it's Neymar. Santos finding their passes. Oh, it's Van Basten, and it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Zanetti. Oh, smashing header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Best. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Rijkaard. It's a pretty loose pass, and that pass just didn't quite work. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in space and looking for options. Robson. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary, and it's Messi. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Messi. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's well positioned here. That's very neat. Shoots! That is ended up in no man's land. Messi, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, at least they acknowledged the effort.
Rummenigge. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! And he's done it! First blood drawn. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Zanetti. And this is Messi. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Danger averted for now. Not the most accurate pass.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Zanetti. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And this is Van Basten. He's free, he has got space. Oh, what a stop. And to be at his very best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The message is clear, none shall pass. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Messi! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Caught offside that time. He's had it taken off him. Zanetti, looking to play him in, played into space out wide. Now it's Donatoni, and here's Van Basten. Chance! They've scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Santos grabbed the equaliser, and we're all... And a chance!
Substituição no time do Santos.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
That
is good alertness. And it's Davids. He won't be happy with that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
9.187 espectadores.
Good work on the right flank here. And he's worked it through. He's being urged to shoot. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep...
And the finish! Glorious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard. Oh, well measured. And he's on shot at goal! Sticks it away! Back to within 1! Interesting! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Out to the right. Messi. And he shoots! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Neymar goes short. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Santos really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nakata, little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's through here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's had it nicked away. Conte. And it's Nakata. Baresi proves too strong. Now it's Bale. Pinches it off him. Nakata. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? And it's... There's the header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Desperate defending required here. Neymar plays it short. And it's Neymar.
Santos really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And this is Bale. Zanetti.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now it's Messi. It's Forlan. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Santos have reclaimed it. Can he get on the end of this? Now this could be a chance. And that's that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Birmingham definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle. Something they jumped onto nice and early and continuously exploited.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act.
It's Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to go one up. Oh, great save by Dina.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Messi might just make this. Rummenigge. He's through, it's one-on-one. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Hullet. Nice-looking ball. Thuram with the foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Now it's Messi. Played with finesse. And that was very necessary. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Messi. First quarter of an hour gone. He's found a way through. It's a good run down the right. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Best. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Best. Still goalless. He is just caressing the ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's onside. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. To open the scoring. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is a great pick out. takes a shot! That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. No, that was never going to make it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass.
Shot at goal! He scores! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And that is a decent chance! It's in! And they've got their lead back. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bergomi gives no quarter whatsoever. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's in on goal. Best. And it's made its way to him. He can get that clear. And it's Bergomi. And he can clear it away.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a throw-in. There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Atenção, proprietário do carro azul estacionado em frente ao portão do estádio. Favor retirar o veículo. Ele está prestes a ser guinchado. Substituição.
And we're underway again.
Birmingham can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's only too happy to take that back. Mbappe! It's bounced back off the post. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Now it's Bale. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe. Robson. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bergomi does really well to win the ball there. That has been cut short. That's a cute ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter...
Just the goalkeeper's a big chance! No mistake! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Substituição em campo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And reclaimed it in a trice. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Looking here to chip it through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for a runner. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substituição em campo.
Suarez is standing over this one.
Camisa 10.
Luis Suarez!
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 5, camisa 11.
Bale. And he was quick to react. And he's one-on-ones, and the finish! Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Baresi spots it and intercepts. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that's nice. And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Messi goes short. He's on it, can he get away? Can he finish? So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Probing pass. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Short changes him with that pass. Just 5 minutes left. Mbappe! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bellingham goes steaming forward. Mbappe. Vieira. He's beaten the last man. Oh, he's been caught napping. Caught offside that time. Maldini. That's a sharp pass. He's had a shot! And he hits the net! Deep into injury time! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
And here's Hullet. Knocks it into space. Now it's Messi. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Best. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ball's gone out of play. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Vieira. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Best. Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Best. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Davids. Good pressure, determined, intense. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And this is... And the shot! So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now who's going to be first to this? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries a shot! Robson! Absolutely terrific! A finish right from the top draw. And they're at it again in double quick time. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's picked his way through. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And that's a good ball. Shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Hullet. That's been slipped through, and he's managed to get free. And that has been cleared. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Davids gives no quarter whatsoever. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Glorious! A finish of true class! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And this is Hullet.
Hullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Hullet. That is a great pick out. Good take. Neymar! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing.
Real chance! A whisker high.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Best, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to play it through. Best. And we hit half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Birmingham have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Rummenigge. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Hullet. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Neymar, he can run onto that. Oh, what a ball! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So having trailed, this to go ahead. And they've turned it round! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And yes, it's him again.
Teremos uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Brazil go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Hullet. Hullet. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. Mbappe. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Bale. And he shoots! That is delicious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And here's Mbappe, and it's Bale. That's good play. Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vieira. Bullet touches it back. Now it's Messi. That's a good ball out wide. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cruyff. Pull it. Now it's Messi. Neymar. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Bale. And he's on his Bale! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Now it's Platini. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That looks a crack. And the shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you could write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Now Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Ah, he's given it away. Messi looking to get on the end of this. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Michel Platini.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Thuram. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Brazil have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Thuram. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is... Can he finish? That was probably asking just... The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Bale, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?